Hello, I'm pleased to welcome you as you begin your journey of process automation with OpteriX. In this video, we will see how you can start getting results from week 1 itself. Let's start with daily attendance. OpteriX comes with a GPS enabled attendance system. Here is how you give attendance. Go to the attendance menu, sign in, select location, click here. Your daily attendance report is shown here with time in and location. This is the GPS location. You can click and see on Google Maps the exact location from where you have signed in. Your work day is counted only after you sign out. So you must sign out at the end of each day. When you do that, the time in and time out are automatically taken and the duration of number of hours worked in the day are counted automatically. You just enter the location from where you're signing out, click save. And when you do this, your monthly attendance is presented to you. Now you see the total number of days worked in a given month along with the holidays, etc. Say goodbye to the service calls register. OpteriX is here. To enter complaints, we go to this option. We start by selecting the customer. The customer name cannot just be typed, it has to be picked from the database. And then we fill up the rest of the form. So we have picked a suitable warranty and entered the complaint that the customer reported along with the additional information. We have entered the scheduled date and time and assigned a technician. The technician could have been assigned later also. After this, we save. And that's it. The complaint has been entered and the system automatically pulls in the machines that are present in the system for this particular site, for this particular customer, and adds them to the task. So the job of the technician becomes easier. When he goes to resolve the matter at the customer site, he can just look at which machine he has fixed and make the suitable selections here in terms of what action he has taken, etc. But these things will happen when the technician visits the site, not now. When a customer calls regarding a complaint that they have already filed, we can go to the service history to look at the detail. For example, we can select the same customer and say show service history. And when we do this, we are shown all the complaints that have been recorded for this particular customer, their routine maintenance schedule that we have in the system. So especially if the call is regarding a routine maintenance, it is a good idea not to enter a new complaint for the routine maintenance. Instead, just select this routine maintenance activity and schedule it and set up a date and assign a technician and finish the job that way. A detailed report of all the complaints month-wise is available right here. For example, it shows month-wise total number of complaints, how many are still open, how many are unassigned, how many visits completed, closed, and so on, and also the total revenue from service month-wise. This is when you raise an invoice against a complaint, the revenue is booked against the complaint and it is shown here. What is the key to a profitable business? Material management, right? With OpteriX, get to it without delay. In OpteriX, the store usually responds to material requests coming from different departments, such as for retail sales, for projects, spare parts for service, and so on. But in the initial days, the other departments may not be ready to make the material requests, in which case the store can make a delivery directly. Supposing we want to issue a ladder to one of our employees on a returnable basis. So we select returnable items here, and here we select an employee such as this and save. In this next step, we will enter the name of the item that we want to deliver, such as the ladder. This is it. And we say the quantity, supposing we want to issue 2 ladders, enter 2 and say. That's it. This is how our delivery is made. Very simple. And this can be done from day one. Let's look at another example. This time we will issue a spare part for a complaint. So we have selected the customer's location and a complaint against which we want to issue this part. We save and we come back to this delivery editor where we will pick the part. Say we want to issue the 410 gas. How much? 5 kgs and save. That's it. We have delivered 5 kg gas to this complaint for this customer. In OpteriX, goods are received from suppliers against purchase orders that have been issued to them in OpteriX. But in the early days, it is possible that there are no purchase orders, but material arrives from supplier against purchase orders may be issued in other systems. To receive these items in the system, what we do is go to the received goods. We fill this form with the name of the supplier, location where the material has been received, invoice number, and the material that has been received with their quantities and the price. These prices are important because this is our cost. When we deliver these material to our customers, we will use these prices as our cost of goods sold. Done, and then we save it, and that's how this material is received in our inventory. In the initial few weeks after starting on OpteriX, it's very important to track the inventory being presented in the system with the actual physical material available in your stock. We can do this with inventory closing. We can do this for low side or high side. Let's do the low side. We have just earlier in this demo done some deliveries and some receipts of the refrigerant gas. So let's use this as an example to perform this inventory closing and see how things have been with these items. We will assume that the quantities being reported by the system are correct. So we put the closing quantities as the same as available quantity and save. And then hit this button called inventory closing. The stock closing report presents detail about each of these items which have been just verified. Shows between the opening and closing dates what was the opening balance, how much was received, how much was dispatched, and how much was returned, and what is the net closing balance and the difference. This shows in case there is any discrepancy in this item. For example, this item, it started with 102 and we received 20 and dispatched 20, and then 2 was returned, so we should have got 104 in the closing balance, but we only got 100. That means there is a 4 kg of this gas which is missing. Do you now believe that within the first week you can start getting the results with OpteriX? Let's take a look at how the reports are presented in the management dashboard. The management dashboard presents reports for each of the departments in these menus like this. The important reports are presented in the dashboard right here, like the sales summary, how many inquiries, how many offers made, what is the conversion, and so on. The complaints dashboard that shows the total number of complaints received, how many closed, and what is the revenue from the complaints. Projects report shows detail of every project. And finally, the P&L summary shows revenue from projects, retail and service, and also the total cost incurred, and thereby the profit or loss is presented month-wise. I hope that helped you see how with OpteriX you can start getting some early results It's very important to focus on some easy wins at first before advancing to the more complicated tasks. If you have any feedback about the software or about this video, please do let me know. I would appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much.